Well, Obama did an interview with Stephen Colbert. And what Obama said was when he first got into office and became president, he said, hey, show me the secret laboratory with the alien corpses in it. And he said outright, there were none. Now, he did say that there's videos of objects, flying objects out there, and they don't know what they are. But, unlike the Independence Day movie, he's claiming that even at the Office of Presidents, there is no lab with like a corpse of an alien sitting there where people are poking around at it.
Well, he would be denied access. Remember what I told you when I briefed President Clinton's CIA director in December of 1993. It had been made very clear to him, the president, as well as the CIA director, that they would be denied access to that. So one of the big issues here is this is how we have made the statement that these projects are being run unconstitutionally, because the key people in the Congress, as well as numerous presidents that we've dealt with, have been deceived or flat out denied access. In a subsequent interview, Obama admitted that we can't talk about that and we don't get much access to it. Bill Clinton, I can't say who he was in a limousine with, but I know him. He's on my team. After he left the presidency, he was there with a superstar and this particular producer in Hollywood who's on our team. And they asked about the UFO issue, and Clinton said, oh, yes, they exist, but I wasn't allowed to know much about it, except some materials were put together for me so I could investigate it. And that was the presidential briefing document that I did. But he said that George H.W. Bush, who was a member of this committee keeping this secret, came to him and threatened him and said, this is none of your business, but out. Now, this is to a sitting president. People need to understand that is actually what's going on. Everyone's still living in high school civics lesson, where the president has an all access pass, the oversight committees of the Congress gets clear access to any operations. This is a myth. I mean, that went the way of all flesh in the late 1950s, which is why Eisenhower, when he left office, gave that famous speech, "Beware the military-industrial complex." He was an anti-military. He was a 5-star general in World War II and a 2-term Republican president. That statement wasn't made by, Abby Hoffman or some 60s radical dropping LSD with long hair. This was a conservative Republican 5-star general president. And the reason he said it, and we know this from someone who worked in the White House with him the last year that he was alive, who was on our team, who's since passed away, Stephen Lovkin, that he was being denied control over these programs, even though he knew about them, and that this whole matter had been taken into an unsanctioned and unsupervised operation somewhere between 1955 and 60, somewhere in that period.